Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining the part-time channel. My first announcement is I love the part-time channel. I don't know why we haven't had it earlier. I love the sense of community and connecting all the part-time classes together so that you're just outside of your, let me spotlight my video too. Outside of your own cohort, right? Where you can talk amongst your fellow part-time cohort mates. I guess not cohort mates, but I'm really happy about that. So first announcement, drum roll, is that we are going to be implementing build weeks for part-time. This next project week, which starts on Monday, is going to be our first build weeks pilot. So we are going to start with a pilot first for part-time. There are definitely some timing issues that we need to figure out. And so what we are asking for is if you are interested in joining the Build Weeks pilot, that you reach out to your PM and you volunteer. I'm going to say a few things about the Build Weeks pilot for part-time. Not everything's totally fleshed out yet, right? So there might be some changes that happen during the pilot, tweaks we need to make. You're going to be a pivotal part in helping us get Build Weeks to every student in part-time. But the great thing is after the pilot is over, you're going to have a great portfolio piece. And that's the ultimate goal for us in bringing Build Weeks to part-time and to the whole school as is that we want you to have this really great team experience working across cohorts, right? Just like we have this awesome PT channel now where we can talk across cohorts. The Build Weeks is going to be this project that you work on with people in different cohorts, and you're going to work on what you just did in your cohort. So the React people are going to work on the React portion. The backend people are going to work on the backend portion. The UI people are going to work on the UI. And ultimately, we're going to have computer science students in, which the first Build Weeks computer science students are going to be PT2 eventually. But that's down the road. So, and we'll talk about schedule in just a minute, Andrew. So essentially, this is a pilot, and I know a lot of you are not going to be involved in the pilot. You're going to work on your normal project week as normal, but don't worry. Build Weeks are going to be implemented school-wide. PT2 is going to have at least 2 Build Weeks projects when you are done with Lambda. PT3 is going to have at least 3, PT4 is going to have at least 4, and PT5 and on are going to have 5 Build Week projects. Hang on a second. So if you miss out on this pilot, don't worry about it. Like you're fine. Continue on with your normal project week as we have in the past. That is the one big announcement we have tonight, is that we are going to be implementing Build Weeks. Please, if you want to be involved in the pilot, reach out to your PMs, and we're going to get a list of students. It's only going to be a few groups. We haven't quite nailed down the amount of groups, probably somewhere between 8 and 10 groups. So that's 8 to 10 students from each cohort are going to be in it. So that's what we've got going on with that. A big announcement is this. We are going to be extending Project Week next week by a week. So Project Week is going to be 2 weeks long this next week. We are going to have a Project Week that's 2 weeks long. You're going to have 2 weeks to work on your project, and Build Weeks is going to be 2 weeks long as well. That brings me to my second announcement tonight. First and foremost, I want to say that we listen to, read, receive your feedback, and talk about your feedback amongst the entire staff every day. And so we hear you loud and clear on everything you talk about. And we feel that there's always room to improve this program and Lambda School in general. That's funny, Kendra. Yeah. I mean, we do. If you have some really poignant feedback, we absolutely talk and say, like, where's this feedback coming from? You know, we need to act on this. So one point of feedback we've received a lot of over, you know, part-time is 13 months old now, is the difference between hours, total hours between part-time and full-time. We feel that part-time's class schedule aligns very well with full-time class, and you're getting the exact same education, and that has been our goal from day one in part-time, is that part-time gets the exact same education that full-time gets. That being said, we feel that changes can be made for the better and to better match the level of project time the full-time course is receiving. And so we would like to propose to you that we implement, when we do implement build weeks fully, that we implement them as 2-week build weeks. We believe that having 2 weeks to work on these very important portfolio pieces is going to be vital in the long run. We feel that having a couple of extra weeks on your schedule is going to pay dividends in the end when it goes to getting a job, okay? So, like I said, we are simply proposing this. We are simply putting this out to you. We would love to hear your feedback on this. I'm going to put a thread in here. Please upvote thumbs up if you like that idea, thumbs down if you don't, and please comment in the thread your thoughts, whether you like it or not, okay? So there's the thread for it right there. What this would mean is that we would add 6 weeks to the total program. That's 1 week per build week. That would be 4 for PT2, 5 for PT3, 6 for PT4 and above. This has not yet been implemented. We are not implementing this right away. We want to hear your feedback on it. If you are already enrolled as a student, this is not going to ever be required of you. You have signed up for a specific 54-week course, and that's what we are going to give you. This would be opt-in, okay? We feel that it is a really great step forward to opt into it, but it would be opt-in. So no current students would be required to accept these changes, but we feel that in the long run, it's going to be so much better when it comes to your build week projects. You're going to have much more fleshed out and presentable projects for your portfolio when you're done with the course. So that's our second. Please vote on where I said votes thumbs up or down, and please comment. We really want to hear your comments on this, whether they be positive, negative, in between. We really want to hear your comments. The more comments we have, the better we can gauge your reaction to it. So that is announcement number 2. I'm like flying through this one. That's a really big one, right? Because that's like, whoa, that's now some extra weeks that I have to plan for after this is all over and done with. So like I said, not implemented yet. We want to hear your ideas. Okay. So the third announcement tonight, also relating to your feedback. We know that for a lot of our students, and a lot of part-time students, the schedule is demanding. For every part-time student, I think the schedule is demanding. For every Lambda student, I think it's demanding. We want to make this course as accessible and accommodate as many different schedules as we can, okay? So we are also proposing the idea of what we would call some sort of, and this is not set in stone, none of this is set in stone yet, but a flex day. So a lot of you have expressed interest in something other than Saturday morning. So what we would like to do is get your ideas. So I'm going to throw another vote thumbs up or down, comment for your thoughts in here. What we would like to do is have students sign up in advance to whether you would want to do your Saturday morning on Saturday morning, on Friday evening, or on Sunday morning or evening. So please put your preference in that vote thumbs up and down, comment in this thread for your thoughts. please put your preference on which day is preferable to you. This is something that would be set in stone. Once you have said, I'm doing Friday evenings, except for extreme circumstances, you're not going to be able to switch. So obviously, if we do this and you're like, Saturday mornings are perfect for me, then yeah, you're a Saturday morning person. Then you keep on going with it. But once you pick, you're in. So there's no like, oh, this week I'm going to do Sunday because I want a little bit of extra time to prepare for the sprint challenge. Or this week I'm going to do Friday because there's this awesome party on Friday night and I want to, wake up late on Saturday morning or something like that. It's not going to be that way. You're going to have a date that you pick. You're going to be assigned a PM group based on that date. You would do your sprint challenge on that time. You would do your stand-ups and your project work on that time, depending on the week you're on. So thumbs up and down for the flex days, and please comment in the thread your thoughts and the day that you are planning or thinking you would want to do. So flex day just means that Saturday, right? We would still, and none of this is set yet, we're just gauging interest. We would still do our Monday through Thursday normal. And then the Saturday morning, would be either Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, depending on what you picked. Okay, so those are the three big announcements. First and foremost, Build Weeks is coming to part-time. We are running a pilot starting next week. This is going to be a 2-week pilot. So those of you that are not participating in the pilot are going to have 2 weeks for your project week. Okay. Number 2 is the possibility, depending on your feedback, of extending the course so that you have ample time to build a fully fleshed out. You'll have more time to work on your Build Week projects so that you will have better portfolio pieces in the end. Please give us your feedback on that. And number 3 is the idea of some sort of flex day for the 5th day of the week, whether that be Saturday morning, Friday night, or Sunday morning or night. Please let us know what you think about it. So yes, Jess, that does right now. And we'll reach out to you further for PT2 with that information. There are, if you looked at, or Peter, if you look at the pinned, I thought they were pinned, but I'll pin them when I'm finished with this. But that's our announcements for tonight, everyone. Please give us your feedback and then go on over to your regularly scheduled lectures for tonight. And it's great to see all your faces again. And I'll be talking to you all soon. See ya. And I'll especially be talking to PT3 very soon. Good night.